Fuck. Oh well. What up, everybody? Welcome back.
Great start.
We're back. 2022, baby.
I'm so bad with technology, but whatever. Welcome back. Season 3 of North Side or Die. Cubs fans, hope you've been having a great off season. Hopefully better than the Cubs free agency has gone. But Noah, Seth, welcome back. Hope you guys have been doing well. Obviously, I've seen you guys since our last episode of last season. But how you feeling? Yeah,
I'm excited about the South Bend Cubs.
Yeah, we all live in the South Bend area, and yeah, we're gonna start the year with Ed Howard, right?
For you guys, yeah.
A lot of good pitchers: Franklin, Wicks, DJ Herds, and Casey too. So yeah, like a good set of prospects coming to South Bend.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I did talk to Michael. If you watch our other videos in Victory Lap, obviously you know who Michael is. We've been trying to do more events this year. So the second day of March Madness this year, we hosted a watch party at a local bar by Notre Dame. A lot of fun. So we're trying to do more stuff like that, get interactive with our followers and listeners. So I think something cool for our podcast would obviously be a South Bend Cubs game. Anyone around here. So hopefully we can figure out a day sometime in the summer, most likely on a weekend. More people are available. Just get together and watch a baseball game. So that'll be something to look forward to in the future. Also, big news. Victory Lap, obviously it's North Side or Die, but Victory Lap has a new sponsor, so if you sports gamble, sports bet, we now have an affiliate.
We got DraftKings.
It's BetUS. So if you're watching this on YouTube, we're gonna have our affiliate link in the description. If you've never signed up with BetUS, don't have an account, using our link will get you a 125% match. I think it's up to, I don't know if there's a cap on it. I think it might be up to $1,000, but whatever you buy in, BetUS will match you 125%, free money to play with. Go crazy. I know we talk about odds sometimes on this podcast, more so on the Victory Lap channel when we're talking about college and NFL podcasts. So if you like that, be sure to check out that channel too. So we're excited for that partnership. Like I said, the link's in the description. If you're interested in signing up, check it out. Without further ado, let's talk some Cubs. As we've said, and you can tell from our tones that this offseason was not exactly what we wanted to see happen. There was hopes that this was going to be a really quick rebuild after sending off Rizzo, Baez, and Bryant. Kind of looked like we were just running them out to get some extra guys, and we were hoping to re-sign some of them, but that is not what happened. So what are you guys' thoughts of the offseason moves that the Cubs did or did not make?
They definitely made the bullpen good. I like the bullpen signings, but I don't really have the offense to make that matter. And even the rotation is still not my favorite. So yeah.
I mean, I'm a little more. I definitely don't think the Cubs are gonna be good this year, but I'm a little more bullish on what they did. It'd be hard to start from scratch to basically what they did and compete in one off season. I do think they got a couple nice pieces: Suzuki, Stroman, like Noah said, the pen. But it would be, and like I said, there's really no excuse. The Cubs could have spent, on Correa or Schwarber or Castellanos, which would have made it more fun.
Definitely.
But I really think this year is going to be I think the Cubs can compete as soon as next year. With some of the guys coming up, I think Brent Davis should be up this year.
Yeah. Our
guys like guys like Casey and PCA. I mean, and Triantos, if they do really well in the minors this year, I mean, I don't think it's out of the question by the end of next year that they could be up. Pitching's obviously for the past decade, it seems like it's been, where are we going to find pitching? And as Hendricks is getting older, like, is he me part of the next core? It's hard to say. I mean, he's looked, struggled a little bit last year. So I'm definitely right there with you saying like the offseason was a little disappointment. But I mean, I do think getting Suzuki was a nice get. I really do think he's going to be a stud.
That's really exciting. Love getting some international guys on the team.
And then
obviously there's always a bunch from like Central and South America, but like getting a guy in Asia, I mean, we don't see a lot of European baseball players, but getting someone on the other side of the world is pretty cool.
I do think the offense might have its moments. I think Schwindel's gonna be a better year than Rizzo. As much as I love Rizzo, I think Schwindel's gonna be a great hitter this year. I think Madrigal's gonna, hit. He's not gonna give you any power, but he's gonna hit. And then, I think the offense will have its spurts, but the pitching is where it's gonna be like starting pitching is gonna be like, oh, we're gonna get rough at times, I think. So I'm not expecting a lot this year, but I'm expecting, there's at least pieces where you can have like, oh, it's better than 2012 or 13 when it was literally like, when we had Joe Mather like leading off and playing center and like random dudes like just. So I think there's gonna be better pieces, but like you said, there's definitely disappointment, like not getting Correa or like another bat. I would say.
I think the big thing about this offseason is like the big names that got like Suzuki and Stroman. That's what's gonna bring the fans to the game.
Oh yeah,
because of how like exciting those guys can be and like their potential. So.
And right off that, like talking about getting people in the stadium, like the players you acquire is part of your marketing strategy. Like at the end of the day, this is a business. You got to get some big names if you want people to get tickets. And over the past couple of years, probably since like right around, I would say beginning of like 2019, where the Cubs were like clearly like not a World Series caliber anymore. And the team steadily declining, but the prices stay the same. And the stadium was still getting filled up because you did still have Rizzo, Bryant, Baez, like you had all these guys that people love that they just want to go watch them play. But it's looking like this is going to be the first time in like the opening day at Wrigley, or like their first home game is not sold out. Like it's not even close. Like there are so many seats available. And I think it's a good shot at the fucking Ricketts. And I mean, obviously it's not as much. I mean, it's not as much Jed. Jed can only do what the Ricketts allow him to do. But I mean, Cubs fans are pretty loyal, and I'm sure everyone's still going to be watching games at home on TV. If they have the marquee channel, those fucking money grumbling motherfuckers getting all this money. I hope the marquee network just fucking folds in like at least 3 years. I can't. And I watch, like I have the marquee network, but there's plenty of Cubs fans that don't, and it sucks. But anyway, I forgot the other. So yeah, I agree. I don't think this is going to be a stellar season, but I do think it's going to be an exciting season still. You don't need to have like a World Series team to have a fun time watching 162 games or however many.
I would like that though.
I mean, I agree with Seth.
Results.
I think next year, wild card is certainly in the books if they keep growing. People stay healthy. And I agree on the other point that the pitching really silently improved and got pretty deep in the bullpen. So talking about that, I have a projected lineup for opening day for the Cubs. I'm going to go through, this is on CBS. I'm going to go through it and we're going to talk about things we like, things we might want to see change, things might not work out, stuff like that. So on CBS, I'll just go through the whole list and we'll go back through it, break it down. So on this, Rafael Ortega, leading off, playing center field. Number 2, Frank Schwindel playing first base. Number 3, Wilson Contreras catching. Seiya Suzuki in the cleanup, playing right field. Patrick Wisdom DHing in the 5 hole. Ian Happ batting 6th, playing left field. Nick Madrigal playing 2nd, batting 7th. Andrelton Simmons playing shortstop, batting 8th, and Jonathan Villar playing 3rd base, batting 9th. So obviously, the thing I pointed out to Noah before we started recording is no Jason Hayward.
Yeah, and yeah, I think there's one of the first thing I pointed out was Simmons. It doesn't look like he's gonna be ready by opening day. He's gonna be on the injured list, so you can probably scratch that one off and replace him with Nico or I guess VR.
Yeah,
but on face value, I mean, you probably are gonna see 7 or 8 of those names in the opening day lineup. I would switch around. I would put Madrigal and Horner up there, probably 1, 2. Like you said, it's kind of gonna be a lost season. You want guys that have potential to be part of the future, getting the most at bats. So, and I think Madrigal is probably the best contact bat that the Cubs have.
that'd be awesome if he could be the leadoff guy at some point.
And I think I would have him lead off. Like Ortega was nice last year, but I mean he's like 31, 30. I mean, is he going to be part of the future? Probably not.
Probably not.
Madrigal probably is. Horner as well. I would probably have them 1, 2.
Yeah, Nico too. I want to see Nico get some good chemistry with them early in the season. So,
and then probably like Schwindel 3. I like Schwindel 3. Then Suzuki 4. Wilson 5. I would. And the other thing I would want in there is Frazier. I do think Clint Frazier needs to be in there. I think he's young enough where he's got tons of potential. He's had a nice spring.
Yeah,
he was a top 20 prospect like a couple years ago. So he's obviously got potential.
We'll see how Rafi comes out because Ortega is such a roller coaster of a player. Like he's either just dicking on baseballs or he is like not getting on base like 3 or 4 games in a row. So hopefully, God, I almost said Joe Madden. Holy shit. But hopefully
John Ciampi.
I'm hoping there's like kind of a short leash because if you are doing like a rebuild year, which obviously is going on, like I don't want people fucking around and taking reps from other guys that could benefit more from it. So what about you, Noah? What are you thinking about this lineup?
I agree that I definitely think Madrigal should lead off. Like there's really no other place you'd want that man. Gets on base. I mean, he's not going to provide any power. Guy that's small and quick and hits 300. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't want that in your leadoff spot. I like Schwindel hitting 2nd last year. I don't know. I thought he could probably hit like 280 this year. And with his
awesome.
I mean, back when Joe Madden was coaching, he put Chris Bryant in the 2 spot, and I like that too. I think you want to get your bet like the best hitters in the 2, 3, and then so I like Madrigal and Schwindel, then probably Contreras, Suzuki. I think that'd be a pretty good 1 through 4. Then the bottom half's kind of a crapshoot. I think 5 you could put like Wisdom or Ian Happ, based off like depends how if David Ross wants to do like the lefty righty lefty. I don't know if he'll actually do that, but I kind of like the idea of Nico and like the 9 going from him to Madrigal.
That'd be dope.
I think that'd be
such
pretty
a great
cool.
way to flip the order.
I think let's say you did like Wisdom 5, Hap 6. Who am I missing? Honestly, Hayward will probably start in center if I had to guess. Yeah. With what we're paying him, I feel like you still got to start him in center.
Probably.
And put him at like 7 or 8. And I think Clint Frazier should be the other one. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But
that's fair.
Lineup's gonna look a lot nicer once Brent Davis is in center though. Hopefully by like
I really do like the idea though of Horner at 9. I know you guys made a good point. Like, get him the at bats, but
I agree with you. I mean, I think in a great lineup, like that's a perfect like scenario.
You could definitely make the case for them 1, 2.
Yeah, no, I think 1-9's totally fair.
Like back when Joe Madden had Addison Russell hitting 9th behind the pitcher.
Yeah, that was interesting. My dad was never a big fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we don't have to see pictures.
Another guy that I think would help really round out the lineup. Like we said, not expecting like insanely impressive things, but we want a fun season. Once David Bodie gets back, I think with Nico, like if they decide to go Nico at some point, like as a consistent starter, adding Nico and David Bodie to this lineup would be a lot of fun. Like,
who do you take out though?
If you add Bodie, you're probably benching
Wisdom
or Jason Hayward.
I definitely don't want to bench Wisdom.
I'm kind of lost. Bodie's kind of run his course.
Well, Wisdom's the
little
DH.
bit.
Yeah.
Wisdom's
I'm
DH
actually not the
here.
highest on Bodie anymore, but
I mean, he did have
maybe in a
surgery.
DH.
He did have surgery, so obviously a lot's going to depend on how physical therapy goes and how he recovers.
I would much rather see Hermosillo at this point.
Yeah. He's looked good, and he looked pretty good last year at the end too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, I'd rather see Alfonso Rivas.
Yeah,
too.
I was about to say that too.
He probably could hit like 280, 290, I would think, and put good at bats. Like, he's not gonna hit much power, but
it'd be a good lefty bat, which we have a big lack of.
Yeah,
because if you think of it, our only lefties in the lineup are Jason Hayward, Ian Happ, and
Ortega.
Yeah. Ew.
Yeah. Ugly.
Exactly.
That's gross.
Bodie's switch hitter, right?
No, he's righty.
No, Happ's a switch hitter.
Happ is, yeah.
Happ's a switch hitter, yeah.
You know, it's the off season when I get that one.
VR's a switch hitter though, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I did not know that. That's dope.
VR is. I feel like he's gonna be. VR is like.
I think he could hit like 20 home runs.
Yeah, he used to be like a guy that stole like 60 bases. He used to lead the league in steals. I mean,
he'd probably be like
steals pretty quick. He could be like a 2020 guy. I mean, empty stats for the Cubs, but he might be fun a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, those stats though, like for like the trade deadline, are very big for the Cubs. If you got guys like him doing that, or like Yan Gomes or something, like really playing, just send them off for more prospects.
I like that. I like the signing of Yan Gomes, and I think the Cubs actually might. I mean, depending on what happens with Contreras, like they might want to keep him more longish, medium term, especially if they trade Contreras to the deadline.
So when the season got pushed back, is the regular season going into October, or did they take off days away?
I think they just added some doubleheaders.
Yeah, they just had some doubleheaders, I think.
But they're back to 9 innings this year.
Yeah, back to 9 inning doubleheaders. Yeah.
Because they basically the season would have started last Thursday, so it basically pushed it back a whole week.
And so they also did away with the rule starting guys on second base in the.
Aren't they gonna? Well, they. No,
I think they're keeping. I think they're keeping.
I think they're gonna keep it. Originally, it was. They're like, yeah, we're gonna get rid of it.
Oh no, it's not in the postseason, right? Is that what it is?
Right.
Correct.
That's
yeah.
what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's all this fucking.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Well, they said some of the stuff hasn't even been decided yet either, too. So it's
at least we have a season. That's all I care about. So obviously we talked about the offensive lineup. So projected rotation on here. It's not updated since the Wade Miley injury. Noah looked it up, said he's probably going to sit out like a month. So maybe he comes back like the end of April, beginning of May. I definitely don't want him to come back too soon. And then our lineup is just fucking trash. It's already like just mediocre. It's already mediocre. But okay, so on here it has Kyle Hendricks 1, Stroman 2, and then we'd probably move. We talked about this also. They'd probably move Drew Smiley up to 3 because he's left-handed. So we don't go righty. And then Alec Mills 4. And then the 5 spot, obviously, they're going to do what they decide to do. But I like Steele, and so does Noah.
Yeah. I think that's going to be Steele, and then a piggyback of either Keegan Thompson, either with him or Mills. Like, he's going to be a piggyback from one of them.
Probably give Steven Brault some starts, too.
Yeah.
Because he was in Pittsburgh, so it's hard to judge off that sometimes.
How do you guys feel about Alize at this point?
I think he's gonna be out for a while. Yeah. Like I bet he won't be back till summer. So
I think he should stick in the bullpen when he's healthy.
Right. That's kind of what I was asking.
I think I mean, like a team like this, it would have been perfect for him just to like get starts. But I think long term, like he'd be a really nice reliever. Yeah, like a very good piece.
Yeah.
But like this year, if he was all healthy, yeah, I think you obviously put him in the rotation because there's nothing to really lose. But
because he's still
long-term,
young too. It's nice. It's
Yeah.
nice giving all the young guys like a shit ton of reps when you're not anticipating like a big playoff push or
right, and that's why it's nice to have like guys that are like young and potential versus like just a bunch of like 30-year-olds that are just like getting through the season. Because you have like it's like what's it for? It's like just to do whatever. It's like you're not building anything. So there is nice pieces around the roster. Even guys.
That's how
in
I
the
feel about
bullpen.
Jason Hayward. Like 75% of the time now, it's like,
Yeah.
I mean,
God,
at
dude,
this
please
point, it's
get
like
these at bats to someone else.
right. It's like at this point, there's got no future.
But Jason
After his
Hayward,
contract.
with like, I don't want to like categorize Cubs fans, but like more casual Cubs fans, like probably still really like Jason Hayward just because they only watch a game every week or every 2 weeks, and they're like, oh, Jason Hayward, like, let's go.
Jay Hay about to make a play.
Right. All right. So we talked about the Cubs lineup. So obviously it still looks like we're going to have a 162 game season. First thoughts, kind of like ballpark. What do you guys think we're going realistically?
What's the over under at?
I think it was like
I have no idea what the over under is.
I think it was like 75.5 or something. I know the Pacoda had him at winning like 72.
Oh, this one's 74.5. There you go.
I'd
It's tough, 'cause
say
I
don't know. I really don't know.
it's gonna be interesting because like I think their offense might actually put some money. I mean, at the end of last year, they were actually producing better than like
Yeah.
they had KB Bryant or Brizzo, Baez, and everybody. But I don't know. It's gonna come down to starting pitching.
Yeah, that back end of the rotation is going to determine so much. Losing Wade Miley is huge.
Yeah,
Like
because
how
I
he
think
pitched last year.
Smiley and Miley. I just realized that was they had Smiley and Miley.
Yeah,
But-
that's gonna fuck me up.
Yeah, I mean,
Smiley has potential. I don't know. Mills will win you probably 8 games.
I remember at the end of last season, I was just like, please just get to 70. Like, get to 70.
Yeah.
I don't want this team to finish in the 60s with wins. Please get to 70. And then they're at 69 for like 2 games. And I was like, fuck. But it would be kind of funny if they finished the season.
I could see him winning like 77.
Yeah.
also you got to look at the division. The Pirates are gonna be still trash. The Reds are gonna be a lot worse.
Yeah.
So I mean, those should be some easy wins. Brewers are gonna be good. Cardinals, I think, are gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But I think there's some
good
wins.
point.
There's some wins to be had. The Central is still probably one of the worst divisions, I would say.
I'm still going on the lower side. I'm going 72 and
I'm gonna say 76. 76 wins.
I'm going to say 73 just so they don't get to 90 losses.
There you go.
So I'll go 73 and 89. Seth, what'd you say?
76. So whatever that 76 and 85 or what's that math?
86.
It's 76 and 86.
Noah?
Give me 78 and 84.
Whoa.
I'm
Damn, we're going 500, 81, 81.
I'd be very happy with that.
No, yeah, right.
Or they're gonna break our hearts and go 80 and 82 now, which also
That would make sense. Yeah.
So also one thing we talked about before we started recording. I know we make all these predictions. If you don't already follow us on Twitter, at Northside or Die on Twitter, give us a follow. And you can DM us or comment us if you have questions or topics you want us to talk about in future episodes. I'm going to do a better job of tweeting our predictions and stuff like this. So in future episodes, we have something to look back on to compare our predictions. So I wrote down the record predictions that we have. I don't know if I'll tweet that one because it's kind of depressing. But I'll save it in my notes app at least.
Seats.
So now, obviously, we talked about the Cubs. So we're going to talk about the whole MLB. This kind of, if this is our first time you've watched Northside or Die, I should have said welcome at the beginning of the episode, but usually the first like 2/3 of the episode is usually just Cubs talk. And as the season goes, we'll talk about their weekly performance, like guys that stood out, guys that had a good week, guys that had a bad week, games that were crazy or shit like that. And then the other third of the episode, we talk about the MLB as a whole, talk about some teams that are doing really well, really bad, how we're doing in our division. So obviously, if you only care to listen about the Cubs part, you don't have to listen to the whole episode, but we always talk about fun stuff outside of that. So anyway, so let's give our predictions. We talked about earlier. So it's six teams per league. So win your division you're in, obviously, and then 3 wild card spots on each side. So 6 teams aside, 12 in total for the playoffs. Obviously, we talked about how depressing the Cubs offseason moves were, but I'd say it was pretty fun, interesting offseason league-wide for the. I mean, once all the dealings were done between the Players Association and the owners, shit kind of went crazy for like a week and a half or so. So that was fun. So we'll start with the AL, so we can do the Cubs last. So AL East, who do you guys think is, and if you have a wild card team or 2 wild card teams from that division, mention that too. Who do you guys got AL East this year?
I think we're gonna be. I don't know. I think we're gonna all have the same one. I'm gonna say the Blue Jays though for the winner of that division, and then I'm gonna have the Rays and the Red Sox as wild card teams coming out of there.
Oh, so you got two of your
my 3
wild cards.
Yeah.
And you said Red Sox and so you got the Blue Jays winning it, but
Blue Jays win it, and then the Red Sox and the Rays.
I think every year we've done this so far.
The Blue Jays, it's got to hit this year.
I'm pretty sure the Rays like have won it the past 2 years, and I still never.
I was thinking Noah was gonna go Blue Jays, but it looks like he's going Rays. So
absolutely, man. They've haven't let me down the last 2 years. I'm sticking with them again. I think they find a way to do it, man. With how good that division is, they still win 90+ games.
It's crazy, and they don't spend nearly as much.
Exactly, and they have Wander Franco in his first full year. They're winning that.
Yeah, but look at that Blue Jays lineup, man.
I don't care. I don't care, dude. They had the Yankees, Red Sox last year, and the Blue Jays were decent last year too.
The Blue Jays got Robbie Ray, or no, they got Kevin Gausman too, and
Robbie Ray's in Seattle now.
Yeah,
but they got Barrios. I mean, yeah, their team is good, but the Rays just find a way to do it. That's why I'm sticking with them.
Do you have any wild card teams coming out there?
Yes, the Blue Jays definitely.
All right. Once we finish the AL, if you want to.
No, I'm looking over the whole thing. I will say I don't think the Red Sox are going to make it this year.
Yeah, last year was kind of an anomaly.
Give me the Yankees, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The Rays are winning that division again, man. And they got McClanahan now in his first full year.
Yeah, and Shane Baz.
Their team is good. Yeah, and Shane Baz.
Yeah,
it's turning me.
I'm gonna probably regret it, but I'm probably least the Red Sox. If I have the right to, I don't think I'll change it. But Red Sox are probably my least confident wild card team. I would say out of the 3.
They're so good in September, though. Like the Red Sox, like all the good years they've had, they win 20 games like every September. It's wild. I am going to agree. Blue Jays win the division. They're fun. Obviously, I'm not fucking analyst or some bullshit. I'm doing a podcast, but they're fun. Like I don't watch a lot. I won't go out of my way to watch a lot of AL games, but I'll definitely like watch a Blue Jays game 100%. The Ray and I feel like they definitely improved this offseason. I'm trying to remember the one guy that the Rays let go, and like Rays fans basically imploded like with anger.
Recently?
Blake Snell?
The pitch, yeah. That was last year though.
He sucks though. Blake Snell's not good anymore.
Oh, shut up.
He's not.
Not as good as he used
to
be, but he's still good.
He's still good.
No, the Rays
he's gonna be like the number 5 in that rotation. I'm sure they'll be fine with that.
The Rays don't want to trade guys away. They're
Well,
smart.
they just don't
They're
spend
smart
money, too.
franchise. Yeah.
But I got the Rays winning a wild card spot there.
Are we actually documenting this so we'll like look back on it?
I'm writing them down.
So we didn't document it the past 2 years, but now that we are, the Rays probably will lose, so it looks bad on
Yeah.
us.
Noah's gonna look like a dumbass now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll pull up the clips.
Let's go to the AL West.
Yeah, West.
Yep.
Oh, that's I know I picked against the Astros last year.
I'll go first this time, actually. I'm gonna take the Astros, and I think it's the year. I think the Angels make the playoffs this year. I think they're gonna be the last team in.
Did you have how many teams out of the East did you have?
I only had one wild card in the East.
Who? Oh, the Rays.
Yeah, so Blue Jays winning, Rays wild card.
No Yankees or Red Sox, huh?
Nah, fuck the Yankees, but I love Rizzo.
Fuck. All right, AL West for me. I'm gonna go with the. Can I change one of my wild card teams?
Yeah, you want to take Red Sox now?
I'm gonna take Red Sox. I'm gonna have the Mariners win. Actually, wait, hold that thought.
What
The Red
the
Sox.
fuck?
I don't want to take them out yet. I'll have the Mariners win the AL West, and then I'll have the Astros as a wild card. I'm hesitant to put in the Angels. It's between the Angels and Red Sox for that last spot. But I'm gonna keep the Red Sox right now. I'll see we'll see at the end. But I'm gonna keep right now the Red Sox. But I'll have the Mariners winning it for the first time in God knows how long, and the Astros as a wild card.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you there. I'm going with the Mariners too.
Wow.
I think
Dude, that outfield does me so nice.
their whole team in general. I mean, yeah, they got Kelenic, Julio Rodriguez, and now they traded for Jesse Winker and Suarez to go with, Robbie Ray now too.
Yeah.
Their bullpen's not that good, but
No.
the Astros, they have like one or two good guys. I mean, the Astros lost Carlos Correa.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
saying
No,
that.
So Mariners. So you both have Mariners, Astros in that order.
Yep.
I think the Mariners are going to finish third. Miss out. They're going to be like right. I know you guys think they're going to win. Bro, I sometimes I forget the Mariners are even a fucking baseball team. Like, I'm not going to take them.
It hurts me to not say the Angels. I'm hoping not saying them will get them in.
Yeah, you're a big Shohei guy. So
I'm a huge Shohei guy.
Like reverse jinxing them into the playoffs.
I mean, look, I got his bobblehead right behind me. I'm a huge. Joe Madden too. It's hard to cheer against that.
That's
Mike
fair.
Trout
And Rendon, Trout, like they have like two of the MVPs.
Their
and
pitching is just so bad, man. I mean, they got a healthy Noah Syndergaard, so that could be the difference. But after him and Shohei, who the hell else do they have? Michael Lorenzen? Was that who I saw they signed? Michael Lorenzen?
I don't know.
God,
Exactly.
who knows? It's like
Even
the other
behind
guy
him, who they have?
Sandoval, the guy that was pitching yesterday against the Cubs.
Sandoval,
Like,
yeah, he's okay.
Yeah, but
Their
no, I
bullpen
agree.
sucks.
It's
They have Raisel Iglesias. That's about it.
All right. Well, as of right now, Noah has that. This means that Noah does not have a team coming out of the like a wild card team coming out of the AL Central.
Next year I will though.
So we have the AL Central, and then we'll get to the NL. So
no, you
Seth,
go first. I guess like I'll go first. Yeah.
oh, I was just gonna say you have a wild card spot left too.
No, I kept the Red Sox.
Oh, you are keeping the Red Sox. Okay.
Wait, no. Yeah, because I have I have the two as Rays, Red Sox, and Astros is my three. Because there's three.
Rays, Astros, what?
And Red Sox.
Oh, so you do want the Red Sox? Okay.
I'm just gonna keep them.
Okay.
AL Central, this division, like Noah, I think hinted as last year. I think there's gonna be a couple up and coming teams, but I don't think it's gonna be the year for them yet. The easy pick's the White Sox, but I think the Twins. I'm going with the Twins. Fuck the White Sox.
The White Sox have had like the injury struggles that the White Sox have had these past 2 seasons is so scary.
How many games did they win last year though?
Uh,
I mean, you probably don't have it
94.
And exactly, and they still won 94 games. Who is in the Twins rotation this year? They got
Sonny Gray.
They got Sonny Gray. They got
Joe Ryan.
Joe Ryan. He's the opening day starter too. That's
Dylan Bundy.
Okay. Yeah,
I know.
luck.
Well,
Good luck with that. I'd rather have the give me the not saying that they're my pick, but give me the Tigers over the Twins.
Wow.
Buxton's gonna be
You got Spencer Torkelson up there already. Even Riley Green got hurt, and you got Javi over there. Their pitching's not the greatest, but Akil Baddoo, man, how can you cheer against these?
This is this is the pick where I know it's gonna be wrong, but I just have to pick it. So.
I am 100% picking the Tigers to make the playoffs next year. But I think the White Sox run away with that division still. I don't see any of those teams making the playoffs just yet. I could see the Royals and the Tigers making noise next year.
I think
Witt.
I think the White Sox are going to win the division by like at least 8 games.
It's a cakewalk.
But that being said, I think the Twins will be like 8 games.
I hope you're right, Seth. I hope we're both wrong because screw the White Sox.
Yeah, I hate the White Sox.
Wait, time out. One quick thing. I keep on reading stuff. This is a little bit tangent, but like people are like, you can't be a Cubs. You can be a Cubs fan and a White Sox fan or not hate the White Sox. That's the biggest bullshit thing to me ever.
Hell
no. Like
shout out Nate Bonk. Nate Bonk, if you're watching or listening to this right now, fuck you. He likes
the other. That's not even go to the White Sox. It's any team. Like if you call yourself a true fan, you don't care. You might like other players, like you don't hate as much. But like you got one team. Like you can't like. Oh, I kind of like the White Sox too. Sorry, that was my rant of the day.
I mean,
but
that's the thing though, because Seth and I mean, we learned how there, and we talked about it earlier with even Cubs fans, but there's different classifications of fans. Like we're obviously all diehards, but casual fans are good.
There has to be like a very, very, very good excuse. Like, oh, my dad used to play for the White Sox or coaches for the White Sox.
Right.
And then my buddy is like something with the Cubs or I don't know, something like that where it's like personal ties into it. Other than that,
I like the point you said, Matt, too. Like if you're like call yourself a casual fan, then fine, but don't call yourself like a diehard Cubs fan and also like I like the White Sox.
It doesn't
too.
go both ways.
Like, oh, gross.
And Nate is a fucking Bears and a Colts fan. Like, fuck you, Nate Bonk. Get fucking rocked. I hope you don't die, but I hope you like bruise your knee or some bullshit. So I got the White Sox winning, and I think the Twins are gonna have like the 5 seed for the playoffs. Did you guys say yours already?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said Twins. That was the only team. That's just stupid. That's
White Sox.
But actually, no, I'll switch it. Twins make it, and then White Sox over Red Sox. So, because there's no way the White Sox aren't making the playoffs.
So you have Twins to win the division, taking off the Red Sox and put on
the White Sox. So my 3 wild cards are White Sox, Astros, and
Rays.
Rays.
Okay, and then Noah, I got your division winners are the White Sox. The Rays and the Mariners.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. And then your playoff teams are the Blue Jays, the Yankees, and the Astros. And then my AL division winners are the Blue Jays, the Astros, and the White Sox. And my wild card teams are the Rays, the Angels, and the Twins.
Seth's going very ballsy with this. I love it.
I respect it.
Sometimes you got to, yeah.
I mean, it bit us in the ass last year a little bit.
And not if you're predicting the MVP, though.
That's fair. We'll get to that. Put your dick away, okay?
Come on, if you got one right, you would.
I know, but we're getting there. We're gonna suck you off in like 10 minutes. Okay, so NL East. What are we thinking? NL East.
That one.
I love the NL East. So much.
I do too. I have to choose the Phillies, man. Even though the Braves won the World Series, they lost Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
And the Phillies have the coolest outfield in the MLB.
100%.
Schwarber, Harper, and Castellanos. Like,
that's insane.
With Zach Wheeler, Aaron Nola, Real Muto, Reese Hoskins, that team's insane.
It's crazy.
And they got Alec Baum could be all right. And they got that shortstop coming up. I forgot his name. I can't think of it.
Bryson Stott.
Yeah, Stott.
I also got the Phillies. I think they're going to finish with the 2 seed.
I will also. Oh, I'm only going to choose one out of the Mets and the Braves, though. I don't know which one I want.
I also got a wild card team coming out between one of those 2 teams.
I can't not pick the Braves to make the playoffs after winning the World Series. I mean, they did get Matt Olson, and they got
the Bengals might miss the playoffs next year. I mean, it's not like a guarantee.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the NFL, the Bengals.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
Like I legitimately don't think the Bengals will like make the playoffs next year.
I think that's a fair point. I think that is.
I think DeGrom and Scherzer's injuries are definitely going to show up this year. Like they already are, obviously.
Man, it's the Mets.
It's the Mets. It's the Mets. Like Lindor was so average last year. Their offense and they lost Conforto.
No, I forgot about that.
Give me the Braves. Give me the Braves.
Fuck. I might take the Mets off my wild card now.
Why?
Well, I'm not gonna pick. I might go back to this division, but I'll pick the Braves to win. I'll be basic, and I'll pick the Phillies for sure as a wild card. I don't know about the Mets yet. Hold off on that one, but for sure right now the Phillies or the Braves to win the division and the Phillies as a wild card.
Okay, I'm gonna keep the Mets just because that could be like a different thing that I have that like hits. I don't know. I have no faith that they'll do it. It's just trying to like add something crazy. I do think the Phillies and the Braves are clearly the 2 top teams. It'll be interesting to see how the Braves adjust to this year because Freddie Freeman was clearly like the leader. Is like our Rizzo, and
the thing is though, like their offense, the Mets offense is insane. I mean, they lost Conforto, like I said, but they got Starling Marte and Eduardo Escobar, Mark Canha. But if you got DeGrom out for half the year, if Scherzer gets hurt, man, who do you got? Taijuan Walker? Chris Bassett?
Bassett.
Carlos Carrasco? Yeah, good luck. Edwin Diaz, who blows probably the most saves in the league.
What up, Carrasco? Yes. Holding my fantasy baseball team name for 2 years. What up? All right. NL West.
That's got to be the Dodgers to win it. And then I think the Giants are going to take a step back. But I got to go. Padres always seem to fail with me too, but I'll pick them as one of my wild cards too.
Yeah, I also got the Dodgers. They're going to be the 1 seed. I mean, they should be, or
they have to be. They got to win 100 games with that team, dude.
Oh, they got to win 104.
Yeah,
they really should.
I was going to say 105, but 105 always sounds like so many.
104. That's reasonable.
That rotation is so insane, man. And they just got Craig Kimbrell.
Yeah, fuck that. That's so crazy. I fucking hate the Dodgers so much.
Turner, Betts, Freeman, God.
Yeah.
I'm definitely taking the Padres though. I think the Padres are gonna be the 4th seed, but they're gonna have like I think they'll have the 3rd best record. So they'll have a better record than the team I'm gonna pick to come out of the NL Central.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna say Dodgers win. Padres come out of it especially with getting Sean Manaea now. That rotation's also very insane. With bad news, Joe Musgrove, Blake Snell, Mike Clevenger's healthy too. Tatis is only out for a couple months, but
they should be able to get through.
I mean, you still got Manny Machado, Cronenworth, Will Myers, Grisham, and they just got Luke Voigt too, who's probably going to be their cleanup hitter. Yeah, it's hard to say no with that pitching, but I think they make it. I don't know if I want to take the Giants though. That's
Colorado.
That's the hardest one for me.
No Chris Bryant, Colorado Rockies up in the bitch.
Hell no.
No, the Rockies pitching is too terrible.
Yeah, I know. I don't think so either. It's so crazy that the Rockies like have no business spending the money on Chris Bryant that they just did. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do with
The
that?
thing is with the Giants, man, their pitching, like on paper, is so bad. Like, I mean, Logan Webb, who expected that man to do anything?
Yeah, the Giants are like.
But they got DeSclafani, who's
They
good
do have
last year.
DeSclafani. They did lose Kevin Gossman though,
They're that division's St. Louis
and
Cardinals.
Buster Posey retired.
They stay finding
They
a
do
way.
have Joey
to
Bart,
make the playoffs.
and they got Jock.
I don't know. It's like the
Oh,
team.
I don't
It's
know.
kind of like the lesser of the Rays on steroids. It's like this team shouldn't be that good, but they somehow win games.
right.
Like the Tom.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was done.
I was saying, okay.
You didn't sound done, Seth. Come on. Say what you're gonna say.
Sorry.
Bye. No. Go ahead. I'll say it.
I was saying,
I'll save it.
I have
don't care that you
decided.
broke your elbow.
I have decided that I'm gonna say the Mets will make it over the Giants.
Wow. So the Mets in the play.
I like the Mets. I like the Mets offense better by far. And if Scherzer can stay healthy, at least they'll be fine.
But you're keeping the Braves too, so you're gonna.
Yeah. So 3 out of that division.
Okay.
I'm gonna take. Yeah.
So you're out of wild cards.
Yeah, I did the same in the AL. No,
Okay, I was
one
just making
central
sure.
team.
Making sure. Seth, did you say? Did you have a wild card coming out of the NL West?
Padres. My last one's between the Giants and the Mets, but I'm gonna. Fuck, I'll go with the. Mets. Can't trust the Giants enough, like Noah said. That offense is just comparing apples to oranges.
I'm also going to. I think the Giants will squeeze their way into the nice 6-seeded wild card spot. So
I mean, they also have an easier division. I mean, outside the Dodgers and Padres, but I mean, the Rockies and the D-backs are really bad.
they're walkthroughs. They should win like 85% of those matchups. So me and Noah are out of wild card teams going to the Cubs division, NL Central, Brewers.
Same.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals.
Ow!
Oh, boo.
I mean, I hate both of them, so you're gonna boo me regardless. But
I didn't boo you. I said, ow!
well, yeah, but obviously the Brewers pitching's really good. The Cardinals offense is really good. So it's kind of a which do you want there? I don't like the Brewers offense that much.
Hardy though is gonna be gone for a while. I think that hurts the Cardinals.
Who? What'd you say?
Jack Flaherty.
Yeah, he was hurt last year and they won 18 games in a row or whatever.
They had to win 18 games to even get like a shot. Like,
yeah. I don't know. I think you got guys like Tyler O'Neill, Dylan Carlson. Harrison Bader had a breakout season too. To go with Goldschmidt, Arenado, Tommy Edman. And they got Albert back.
So Seth,
I think that's a net negative.
They got a couple of younger guys too that went off, like Sosa and what's his name? Lars Nootbaar. I don't know. I hate the Brewers team way more than the Cardinals team. That's the main reason I'm picking them. Because
I don't know. I hate the Brewers. Like as of now, like I hate so many guys on the roster.
Exactly.
As of now, like obviously, like our biggest rivals, obviously the Cardinals. But right now, like if we're not playing them, I root so hard against the Brewers. It's unbelievable. If the Cardinals are on it, but they're not playing the Cubs, like I just don't watch those games really. Like the Cardinals, they don't do much for me.
The Cardinals, like you said, yeah, a lot of people not to like on the Brewers. The Cardinals, for me, don't have that many people I don't like. The only people I'd say probably
Molina. That's about it.
Him and Adam Wainwright for me. I don't like Adam Wainwright either.
Yeah, I don't really mind him quite as much as I used to. It's mostly just Yachty. Fuck.
Like I've always been a fan of Nolan Arenado.
Yeah, I still can't believe he's a Cardinal, even though he's already been there for a fucking year.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
Look at you guys. Look at you guys.
Seth, you got a you still got a wild card spot open.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. It's between the Mets and the Giants, but I think I'm gonna have to go with the Mets. I think if Scherzer and DeGrom, if they pitch any bit, like they should be able to get a wild card position. But so those are my the Mets, the Phillies, and the Padres is my wild cards.
Let me read off this Brewers lineup, man, and you tell me that this is winning the division. I mean, Colton Wong, their top 4 is okay. Colton Wong, Willie Adames, who obviously went off ever since the Rays traded him. Yelich, Hunter Renfroe, Narvaez, Andrew McCutchen, Rowdy Tellez, Lorenzo Cain,
Hunter Renfroe.
Yeah, they got Hunter Renfroe. They traded Jackie Bradley for him.
Yeah, I don't know how they got that out.
But like Luis.
Wait, what's the dude on the Raiders? What's the dude on the Raiders? What's his first name?
What?
The wide receiver, the white guy.
It's Hunter Renfroe. It's spelled different.
Oh, okay.
I thought Hunter Renfroe in the NFL's last.
I thought it was the same name. I was
his last name ends with a W, and the one in the MLB ends with an E.
Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, I mean,
I did.
Luis Urias is hurt. He was okay, but Jace Peterson, come on.
No, I agree. It's kind of, they're like the Cardinals of old, like how they just like. You see their like team is like how the hell are they winning these games, but their pitching is really good. Like Woodruff, Corbin Burns, Freddie Peralta. Like,
yeah,
I agree with you. Their lineup is not that scary, but
the Cardinals
find a way to win.
So where do we think the Cubs are going to finish third in the Central?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we're not going to be lower than the Pirates. It's kind of just the Reds have just they've been really good against us the past like 3 or 4 years. It's weird. Especially when we play in Cincinnati. We rarely win series in Cincinnati recently, but all right. Last thing we're gonna do is award predictions. So we're gonna do MVPs, Rookie of the Year, and Cy Young. Obviously, AL and NL. Let's start with Cy Young. Actually, let's start with Rookie of the Year. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And it's okay if it's okay if you have to name with someone else. Sure.
With my man Bobby Witt.
Bobby Witt. All right.
It's hard to not choose Bobby Witt, but I never like taking the favorite. I'm gonna take
Julio.
No, probably I'm gonna take Torkelson, especially starting the year now with them too. I know Bobby Witt is too, but putting that man with Baez in the infield backing up Miggy, I think he could do pretty well there. I think Bobby Witt's going to put up very good numbers too, but not picking the favorite. It's not what I do. I like Torkelson. He's like, I don't know anyone else.
No,
Adley Rushman.
Those are literally like the two like I actually had heard of at least, but
you don't know who
Rodriguez,
Adley Rutschman. I mean, Riley.
Yeah,
I probably would have considered Riley Green if he didn't get hurt.
I just honestly like it's so weird. Like whenever I go into a season, like I try not to get too caught up in like MLB drafts and other teams' farm systems. Like if I see them play, I'll remember them if they're worth remembering, kind of thing. And I'm sure there's plenty of other people like that. Like I care about the Cubs. I care about our progression, our farm system. Like I don't really get too enveloped in other teams' younger roster.
Yeah,
obviously,
but you know, like the top names though.
And obviously, there's people like I think playing like MLB The Show is like a great way to like broaden your knowledge on guys like that. Same thing with like Madden and FIFA. You just learn a lot more about the sport because you know more guys. But anyway, Yeah, I'm gonna go Bobby Wood as well.
It's a safe guess.
I just I just don't care about rookie of the years, honestly. Like
Wow.
unless a Cub wins it, unless it's in the
Which
end.
brings us.
I'm gonna
Possible.
I'm gonna take Seiya Suzuki to win the NL rookie. Fuck it.
I am too. I mean, I think that AL Rookie of the Year is a lot more stacked than NL. I mean, I'm looking at the odds. I mean, it's O'Neal Cruz who's starting the minors, Seiya, CJ Abrams who's starting the minors, Joey Bart, which I don't know if he is or not, Stada is. So it's like the top guys are all starting the minors. Seiya's 27. He honestly probably should win it. It'd be kind of a letdown if he didn't. So let's go with Seiya as well.
Noah?
I'm gonna go with.
Just do it. Just do it. Just pick Seiya.
No way.
Come on.
I mean, yeah, I would pick him if I chose, but I can't. We can't all pick the same one. That's
Yeah, we can. Well,
no, that's no
can.
fun. I think
all right. Pick Seiya, and then you can say who else you would have done.
fine. I like Joey Bart this year with Buster Posey gone. I think he's going to make his way to like 4th or 5th in that lineup. And Rake. Yeah, you made a good point. The NL's definitely way worse, so not many options, but Joey Bart, man.
So is that your official pick?
Yeah.
Joey Bart.
Joey Bart.
BART.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just checking. I didn't want to tweet it out and look like an idiot, which I am, but I'd rather keep that to myself.
I think a sleeper pick for that could be Hunter Green too. He's starting the year with the Reds.
Yeah.
Is Seiya, is it SEI?
YA.
Why? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm writing all these down so I don't forget. So sorry if it seems I'm disconnected. But anyway, you guys start talking about who you think is going to win the AL Cy Young.
AL Cy Young.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Definitely not Robbie Ray.
No.
I
Damn,
don't
it's
think
kind of.
I don't think he's gonna be that good this year.
I said AL first, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like these names. I'm gonna go with Shane Bieber.
That's always a safe option. He's been super
Yeah.
consistent.
I thought about Shane Bieber. I don't know, man. I don't remember who I took last year. I think I took Giolito, maybe.
I took Giolito last year.
Maybe I took him 2 years ago.
But speaking of Giolito, since you brought him up, that's who I'm taking.
That's who you're taking?
Yeah.
I definitely don't want Garrett Cole. I just don't think. I mean, you saw what happened after the spider tech stuff. And he was.
Oh, all those motherfuckers are using that shit.
Yeah, but like, he was not good the last couple months.
No, he lost like 2 to 3 inches on his sliders. It was crazy. No, Noah hasn't said his yet.
I haven't said mine yet. Yeah, this is tough.
You picked Shane McClanahan.
Seth, who'd you say again? You said Shane.
Shane Bieber.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
pick all the Shanes. Go with all the Shanes.
I'm gonna go with Jose Barrios.
Also a good pick.
Got a good lineup behind him.
Is he
probably means they're gonna win the division.
Is he still on the Twins? He's still on the Twins, right?
No, he's on the Blue Jays.
Who the fuck am I thinking about?
He was on the Twins.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you're thinking.
Did he go? He went this year, right?
He got traded halfway last year.
Deadline.
Oh, okay. And then okay, you said Barrios. Is his with an X?
Berrios, Berrios.
No, like his first name.
Jose.
Oh fuck yeah.
I
I was like, what?
I don't know why the name Braxton jumped in my head. What the fuck?
You got the NFL on your mind, Braxton Berrios.
I know. What the fuck? I shouldn't have brought up the Bengals.
You got the Bengals. You got Hunter Renfro.
God damn it. Yeah. I love the NFL. Holy shit. Okay, so and then you guys can give your NL Cy Youngs while I'm writing these down.
So my basic one's Walker Bueller, but my low key one that I'm kind of want to pick instead, like my betting one, be Julio Urias
Mm,
for the Dodgers as well. He's plus 4,000.
yeah.
I think he's got to kind of all put it together last year. That's gonna be mine actually, Julio Urias. I think Walker Bueller if I was being like safe, but like I'll take a stab. I feel like I've been a little basic, so I'll take Urias as my dark horse.
That's a good pick.
My pick is kind of weird. It's gonna be a guy on a team that's not gonna win that much. I don't know if you
Kyle
guys.
Hendricks.
No.
Wait, Miles.
Nice.
I am gonna ride with.
Let me
What?
try to guess. Team that's not gonna win much.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, give me like 10 seconds. It's not Luis Castillo, is it?
No.
Reds.
No.
Fuck.
German Marquez.
No.
I give up.
I'm gonna take Sandy Alcantara from the Marlins.
Sandy.
Dude was a
Their
beast
rotation-
last year.
Yeah. They have some good arms in the minors. Like they might be good in a couple years if their arms all develop. But and Trevor Rogers too. I mean, I think that's another low key one that you could.
I like Sandy
He's good.
Alcantara a lot this year, and the other one I was debating on was Aaron Nola. I like Aaron Nola a lot this year too.
Yeah.
All right. My turn.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay. God. NL is so much fun. Just because like obviously you play like all these teams and like I just shit my pants like facing like 6 of these guys. It's the AL is so much easier for me just to pick because we don't play the teams as often, but gosh.
Come on, you've had time to think.
Oh gosh. I don't want to pick an old guy because like I feel like the old guys get hurt so much easier, but I'm gonna go with Wainwright.
Damn.
I think he's gonna carry the Cardinals to a
Wow. That was very unexpected.
I think he's gonna carry the Cardinals to possibly a wild card spot. I know I didn't take them, but like the Cardinals just always find a way, man. And like that's the thing. It's kind of the same as like DeGrom and the Mets, like when the Mets had really bad offense, like the Cardinals offense just doesn't impress me a whole lot.
Yeah.
So we could see a lot of like shutout games, like 1-0, 2-0, like Adam Wainwright type shit. I don't know. I hate taking Cardinal, but I think it's different, and I like the pick. So I'm gonna go with that. So, and then the last thing is obviously MVP. What do you guys got for MVP? We'll start with the AL again. Sorry.
AL.
Yes.
I did my man last year. I'll go with him again. Actually, no. I'll go a little bit more darker horse. I'll go with Kyle Tucker.
Not bad.
I want to say Bo Bichette, but I'll go with Kyle Tucker.
I'm gonna double down with my race pick. Give me Wander Franco.
That's a good pick. I was considering him too.
First full year in the league, man. He's about to destroy.
Yeah, that is one giant human being. Like his arms are just freakish. I like that pick a lot.
Wander.
Seth, who'd you say?
I said Kyle Tucker. Bo Bichette wins. I get a little kudos for that because that was my pick last year, and I mentioned him. So, but Kyle Tucker would be my pick.
You guys never gave me my credit, by the way.
Say it then. I forgot. Go ahead.
I got a real quick. I got an update from this might affect White Sox picks. Lance Lynn, his tearing his tendon in his knee, off the mound for at least 4 weeks, and then will need to be built up. So looks like Lance Lynn's going to miss probably a couple months.
They'll still win the division by 5 games at least.
Oh, you said 8 before. It's lower.
No, Nagy said 8. Nagy said 8.
8 what?
The White Sox win by 8 games in the.
Oh yeah. I'll go with Rafael Devers.
It's a good pick. Yeah,
I think it's another one of those teams where maybe they make the playoffs and it's because like this one guy. So similar situation with like my Wainwright pick, where if Devers has like 36 home runs and like 105 RBIs and like a 375 clip on base percentage, like I love Rafael Devers too. Like he's such like an easy guy to root for. So yeah, I'll take Rafael Devers.
Who's your NO? Let's keep it going.
We'll go with you.
I'm writing them down. Sorry.
Schwindel.
Fuck it. I'll take Patrick Wisdom then. If you're,
No, I'm not taking Schwindel.
I'm not
taking Schwindel, but
I'm not taking Wisdom either. I'm surprised no one said. Trout or what's his fuck?
Those are the easy picks.
I know.
He's also
Shohei wasn't the easy pick last year. That's why I picked him.
That's true.
No one wants his credit. No one wants his credit. Let's give him a 5-second like little round of applause.
Yeah, and Bryce Harper.
Got them both.
You pick Bryce Harper too.
Beast.
Yeah.
So if you guys are listening and you hit the BetUS affiliate link, Noah's handing out winners. So go put all your bonus 125%.
I'm telling you, now that we're keeping track, I'm gonna get all red X's next to my picks.
So who'd you say?
Who's your NL MVP, Nagy?
Wait, did you guys both say yours already?
No.
We'll let you go first.
Okay. Oh, God, I'm gonna stick with kind of the same like strategy. Like I'm gonna pick a team where it's like cusp of making the playoffs, and like it's just like this one guy. So, God, I'm writing all these down. I didn't even think about who I'm gonna take. You guys go. Literally, I still need to think. Unless you guys are trying to think.
Do you know who yours is, Seth?
It's so. I'm gonna go with Juan Soto. It's so basic, but if I had to pick a dark horse, a very very dark horse, I'm gonna double up my Seiya MVP.
Ooh.
Just in case, like who knows? What if he pulls up a Shohei year? I mean, obviously he doesn't have the pitching, so I doubt it. But that's my long shot.
All right.
Long shot.
My one way to take a Cub is to take Castellanos. So I'm going to take Castellanos. That's a fun pick. But the other thing is that's only going to happen, like, I think if the Braves win the division and like the Phillies are kind of like trying to get that wild card spot in a really competitive wild card race. Mm-hmm. But I get to take a former Cub, so that's fun. So I'll take Castellanos.
I know it's tough.
I have an interesting way of thinking for this. So I think the Padres are going to make the playoffs. Tatis is out till June, at least, probably July. Right. I like Manny Machado. He's going to have to carry that offense while he's gone. I mean, I'm looking at it now. He's plus 3,500. So
really?
Yeah. So it's not like, great odds or anything, but
That's not bad odds.
I like the chances of him stepping up while Tatis is gone, and half the top 10 are Dodgers, so I'm not touching that.
I know.
Well, that's the thing. I kind of like your point too. It's like I like Trey Turner, Freeman, Betts, like MVP, but there's so many that
there's so many of them where I don't think anyone's going to win MVP because it's so spread out. Like obviously Juan Soto is the favorite. Acuna's out for a month, so I don't know if that's going to affect him. Let's see what other names we seeing. Like got a couple
Dark Horse,
Matt Olson,
Braves.
Austin Riley.
Yeah,
I don't know. Manny Machado plus 3,500. I like that a lot. I'm gonna pick him.
Chris Bryant plus 4,500 in Denver. I mean, he could put up some numbers. Like they're not going to be good, but
yeah,
he could have a 40 home run season.
I just think the narrative of Tatis being out could help Machado. That's just my
yeah.
point.
I agree with that. That's a good point.
All right, I think that's going to wrap up episode 1 of season 3 of North Side or Die. Die Hard Cubs podcast. Thank you for listening. This has quite been a longer episode than what we normally do. So for anybody that's newer, obviously opening day is on Thursday. Once the season starts, we probably won't do one the first Sunday. We're going to record mostly on Sundays. Probably won't do an episode this next Sunday on the 10th. But we will, after that, we'll do one. I don't know. We'll try to do one a week, but most likely end up being once every other week, I would imagine. It kind of depends on how exciting the season's been, how the Cubs are doing. So if they get off to a hot start, fuck it, yeah, we'll definitely be doing one a week on Sundays. So that's one to look out for. The tweet. Obviously, like I said earlier, follow us on North Side or Die on Twitter. That we post all the links for the podcast on there. Obviously, you're watching this on our Victory Lap Media account on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed already, and this is the first time we've had North Side or Die episodes on our YouTube channel, I think we're at 992 subscribers right now, so really close to 1,000. And we promised people that we would start doing live streams while we're hanging out watching sports. Me, Michael, and you guys too, whenever we decide to do that. So subscribe. Once you get to 1,000, we'll start playing stuff for that. Again, affiliate link if you are interested in signing up and having another sports book to bet through. Go Cubs. What, you guys got anything else?
RP Estelle Harris, Mrs. Costanza, Mrs. Potato Head.
Mm-hmm.
So, rip.
We
We got a fantasy draft in like a couple minutes, right?
Yeah. Fantasy baseball is back too. I'm just happy to watch baseball, man.
I'm over fantasy baseball. Count me out.
It was his donation every year.
Yeah, you're welcome. I was like paying it back. But all right. Further ado, we'll see you guys next week. Go Cubs. Hopefully they're at 500 next episode. We have a podcast. So peace out. Thanks for listening and see you next time.